Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. After a big row and leaving Angie, George Best jumped on Concorde and flew back to London. During the flight, he introduced himself and charmed Miss World, and they ended up spending the night together in a hotel in London. Only George, eh? But he may have a bit of a shock if he tried it today. Miss Netherlands has just been announced, and of course it turns out that the most beautiful woman in Holland is a man. Are women not allowed to have anything now? Can they not even have their own beauty pageant? Because it turns out that if you truly want to be a beautiful woman, you must have a pair of balls. It's weird, I know. And wrong, I think. But we will have a look at it anyway. Here goes. I mean, seriously, if these people want to have a beauty pageant, why not have a man's beauty pageant where men can dress up in their little dresses and shave their armpits, try and stand and do the little pose that they do where they're hiding their Adam's apple, although to do like that does expose their huge manly hands. But no, they have to go, oh, I'm a lady now, and then go into a beauty pageant. And then, of course, what happens is the judges are too scared to vote down the man in case they get accused of anything, phobes and things. And so they go, oh, yeah, the world's most beautiful woman is a man. Yeah, load of rubbish. Load of absolute rubbish. He's a man. So anyway, transgender woman, man, crowned Miss Universe, Netherlands. Mr. Universe, we should really call him. The judges says Ricky Valerie Collar, probably not his real name, shined throughout the pageant. I believe the word is shone. We're going to be going past participle of the word shine. But hey, this is the Daily Express. You don't expect anyone who's actually literate to write the articles. He will now compete to get into the Miss Universe pageant. A transgender man, a man has been crowned as Miss Universe Netherlands for the first time. Ricky Collar, 22, took the top prize at the pageant on Saturday, July the 8th, essentially making him the de facto Miss Netherlands. Ah, bless. Mr. Netherlands. He will now come up against women from across the world as they battle it out to be crowned Mr. Universe later this year. Collar will compete in El Salvador in December, where he will be the first man to represent the Netherlands in a Miss Universe contest. The last trans contestant in Miss Universe was Angela Ponce, also not his real name, and it was just great that the surname is Ponce, because we all know what a Ponce is. The Miss Universe Netherlands judges said Collar shone throughout the pageant. Announcing the victory on Instagram, they commented, the group, the finalist shined, sounds wrong, doesn't it, throughout the show, and has also made greatest progress along the way. What? He's got beautifuler? He has an iron strong story with a clear mission. The jury is convinced that the organisation will enjoy working with this young man. The Miss Universe final will see 89 women and a man competing against each other. They will have to make personal statements, give in-depth interviews, and hopefully expose their genitals to prove that they are actually a miss. But that probably won't happen. Although when you're a pope, that happens. They put you on a chair, and then a man has to come up underneath and feel to make sure that you have the pendulous testicles. Did you know that? It's true. They test the sex of the pope by feeling the pendulum of the testicles. They should do the same with the Miss World, Miss Universe, whatever. Anyway, they have to make it through personal statements, give in-depth interviews, and work their way through the evening gown and swimwear gowns to win the coveted crown. Bit tight in that old swimwear, wasn't it, with the old bulges at the front? Oh, look, there he is. Oh, look, I've won. Hand over face. Showing his big, huge, manly hand. The hand of a bricklayer, isn't it? It's a massive hand. That's nothing small and delicate like a lady hand. Jesus, that thing was knocking me off. It made me the cock look tiny. Always go out with a girl with small hands, my dad said. He was right. Anyway, Collar said he loved every moment of competing. And in a translated Instagram post, he said, "It's unreal, but I do get to call myself Mr. Netherlands 2023. It was an educational and beautiful journey. My year can't be broken anymore." Oh, it can. I bet it can. I bet someone could break it. I'm so proud and happy, I can't even describe it. Making my community proud and show it can be done. Oh, so you did it for your community then? Didn't do it for yourself? Didn't do it for your own personal gain then? You did it to make a political statement. Excellent. He says, yes, I'm trans, mentally ill, and I want to share my story, but I'm also Ricky. No, you're not. You weren't born Ricky, were you? And that's what matters to me. Did this on my own and loved every minute of it. I bet you didn't do it on your own. I bet you had people. I bet you had lots and lots of people doing it. So, just full of lies, isn't it, and deceit. And imagine chatting that up, getting up to the hotel room and then finding that poking out from underneath the side of the pants. Vomitous, isn't it? Talk about flying under a false flag. Anyway, the world's gone mad. How can a man possibly be Miss World? Ridiculous. And I bet he wins, because they'll all want to be, let's push the agenda. Anyway, I shall stop there and come up and vomit. Now, of course, the worst of it is that these mentally ill men, they push in every single aspect of womanhood. And yet they hate women. They hate women's even their existence. Because while a woman exists as a woman, what they are is unachievable. They can never be a woman. They want to be a womanized man, but they know they can never ever become that which they most desire to be. And it really, really does upset them, to the point that they actually resent and hate women. They actually hate that goal. And it's a very weird thing. And that is why, of course, they need to destruct and destroy and contract everything that is purely female and woman-led. Oh, we've got to have a man in a Miss World competition. We've got to have a man have access to female toilets. We can't have women having their own spaces, having their own things. We can't even allow women to call their own body parts what they're called, because we won't ever have one. So we have to make a new word that describes what I have in the same terms. Why not just be what you are and admit it? And why not have, I don't care, if you went and had trans sports. So all the trans men, all the mentally ill men could go race a bike together or play on rugby or whatever in their little skirts. It doesn't matter, but there'll be level playing field. And if you want to have a Miss World, have a Miss Trans World. Nobody cares. Nobody will watch, but nobody cares. But the very fact that you have to keep going in and pushing in time and time and time again into female spaces shows, firstly, that you are very, very insecure. Mentally ill, we know, but very insecure as well. But that, secondly, you absolutely resent and hate women. And it's sad, isn't it? To go through life filled with nothing but hate. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you've seen here on the channel, please do hit that subscribe button right there. Ring the bell. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well. And remember, before you clamber into that bed with a stranger, just check. Bye.